Berlin, July 9th, 2006. Yes, even when the German team isn't in the final, they still find a way of being involved. France make their return to the World Cup final stage, and this time they face Italy, the team tied for the second most World Cup victories. In just the 7th minute, French player Florian Malouda went suspiciously down in the box under very dubious contact from Marco Materazzi, and the French were awarded a penalty kick.
He's giving it! You're having a bloody joke! You're having a bloody joke, ref!
Zinedine Zidane converted this kick with a perfectly placed Panenka that glanced off the underside of the crossbar and into the goal. The big man was well and truly built for the big moments. Materazzi redeemed himself, however, when he leveled the score in the 19th minute with a header from an Andrea Pirlo corner. Pirlo was by far the best player on the pitch and was virtually untouchable. In the 35th minute, Luca Toni struck the crossbar with a header from another Pirlo corner, and at halftime the score was level at 1-1. Things stayed that way right through the second half, and even through extra time, the game would go to penalties. Before that though, something truly crazy happened. In fact, it's so crazy you wouldn't expect it from anyone else except Zizou. The man headbutted another man's chest.
He could have been killed.
Yep, straight up planted his forehead into Materazzi's sternum. Directly on the Italy badge too. Yes, even in a flood of rage, the man's aim was impeccable. Then came the penalties. Andrea Pirlo and Sylvain Wiltord scored the first penalty for their respective countries. David Trezeguet hit the crossbar, then the goal line, and ultimately missed this penalty. Marco Materazzi, Daniele De Rossi, and Alessandro Del Piero all scored their penalties. Eric Abidal and Willy Sagnol scored the other two penalties for France. However, it was the Italian Fabio Grosso who scored the winning penalty, resulting in Italy winning the 2006 World Cup. And with that, the world said goodbye to one of the greatest to ever do it. This game probably perfectly encapsulates his career, but that's a story for another day. Johannesburg, July 11th, 2010. The Netherlands took on the mighty Spain, fresh off a European Championship win, with both teams looking to win their first World Cup title. Spain were the talk of the tournament, with their captivating football, with its roots in Rinus Michel's total football that failed to deliver when it was at its peak in 1974. How ironic then that they faced off against the Dutch, who during this tournament probably strayed the furthest from their traditions than ever before. In the 62nd minute, Arjen Robben had a one-on-one opportunity with Casillas. He received the ball from a Schneider pass before delaying his shot and then attempting to flick the ball over Casillas, but Casillas was able to intercept the ball with his boot to prevent the goal. David Villa then had a chance for Spain from 4 yards out, but Martin Stekelenburg managed to deny him. After 90 minutes, the game was tied at 0-0. On to extra time, and in the second period, Xavi found Iniesta on the left, but his attempt to run into the penalty area was abruptly stopped when he was brought down by Heitinga. The referee gave him a second booking, which resulted in him being sent off. Against 10 men, it would only be a matter of time before Spain found their winner. But around the 115th minute mark, the Netherlands won a free kick when Piqué fouled Elia. It deflected off the Spanish wall and Casillas fingertipped it behind, but the referee gave a goal kick instead of a corner. Spain then broke upfield through Torres, who passed into the center of the pitch where the ball bounced off a Netherlands defender. Fabregas retrieved it and passed it to Iniesta, who was in space and on the right hand side of the penalty area. He took a touch before striking the ball past Stekelenburg to give Spain the lead with 4 minutes left on the clock. That proved to be enough for Spain to claim their first World Cup title. Rio de Janeiro, July 13th, 2014. Germany make yet another appearance in the series. They matched up against another familiar face in Argentina, led by Lionel Messi, who most people believe to be the best player in the world at the time, and maybe even the best player of all time. The Germans definitely had some star power of their own though, in the form of Philipp Lahm, Mesut Ozil, Bastian Schweinsteiger and Thomas Müller. Germany certainly had more of the early possession, but a miscued header from Kroos allowed Higuain to get one-on-one with Neuer, but he missed badly, sending his shot from the edge of the area well wide of the goal. In the 30th minute, Lavezzi found space on the right for Argentina and played a delightful cross into the penalty area, which Higuain tapped in to give Argentina the lead, except he was miles offside.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
The scores were still level. Messi had a few shots at goal, but failed to hit the target with any of them. Early in the second half, Messi then had another opportunity to score when he was one-on-one with Neuer, but once again his shot on goal was well wide. Germany had a chance in the 71st minute, with Müller, Schürrle and Özil all getting involved in a build-up which I can best describe as
jugar tiki-taki.
Before the ball ended up in the penalty area with Müller, but he failed to control the ball properly and the goalkeeper claimed it. Messi again had a shot on the 75th minute, following a run across the edge of the German penalty area, which he attempted to curl into the top left-hand corner of the goal, but he missed the target. It was 0-0 after 90, and to extra time we went. In the second half of extra time, Germany finally broke the deadlock when Götze scored in the 113th minute. It came from a Schürrle cross which Götze controlled in his chest and then volleyed left-footed into the net. Late in extra time, Messi had an opportunity to equalize from a free kick within goal-scoring distance, but his attempt flew high over the crossbar. That proved to be the last action of the game as the final whistle was blown, confirming Germany's 1-0 victory. Moscow, July 15th, 2018. France make a return to the World Cup final stage after their heartbreaking Berlin in 2006. They face series newcomers in Croatia, led by Luka Modric, who would go on to win the Ballon d'Or later that year. Croatia started the game as the better of the two teams and looked extremely dominant. However, it was France who took the lead in the 18th minute.
I can't believe this. Oh, I'm getting so cross. He's not that good.
They won a free kick when Marcelo Brozovic fouled Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann took the free kick and crossed it into the box, where it reached Mandzukic. He attempted to head it clear, but the ball instead went past goalkeeper Subasic for the first ever own goal in World Cup final history. Croatia equalized when Modric's free kick towards the far post was headed back across goal by Sime Vršaljko and collected by Perisic. 3 minutes after Croatia's goal, Griezmann took a corner into the penalty area. Blaise Matuidi's attempt to score with a header was not successful, but the French players appealed for a penalty, claiming that Perisic had handled the ball while marking Matuidi. The video assistant referee, world football's shiny and controversial new toy, alerted the referee, and after he reviewed the incident for several minutes, he gave a penalty to France.
Yes, he hits his hand. VAR, I love you. I bloody love you, VAR.
The penalty was taken by Griezmann in the 38th minute and he slotted it home. The first half finished with France leading 2-1, despite having only one shot on goal and 34% of the possession. France increased their lead in the 59th minute when Pogba found Mbappe again on the right wing. Mbappe passed to Griezmann, who then sent the ball back to Pogba, who capitalized on a favourable rebound off his own shot.
It's a goal! Oh no! I don't bloody believe it! I don't believe it!
Mbappe made it 4 after he hit a shot from about 25 yards out, and in doing so became only the second teenager to score in a World Cup final, with the first being Pelé when he scored 2 in 1958. Croatia scored their second goal in the 69th minute from a back pass that Lloris failed to dribble away from Mandzukic, who poked the loose ball into the unguarded net. Despite late pressure by Croatia, the match finished as a 4-2 victory for France and was the highest scoring World Cup final since 1966. You clearly enjoyed that, so why not politely tap that like button and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss another episode of the series and any other project I take on. And until next time, this has been Zachary McAllister. Have a good day.